Right, so Doey, Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat, joined by Angelo Dragone. And for those of you watching and maybe wondering where we are in, well, you tell us, Angelo, where are we?
We're in the Stallion Boxing unit, which opened officially a couple of weeks ago. So just finished our evening classes now, which was the pleasure of watching them. We were smiling like you should have joined in, but yeah, so finally up and running.
So tell us a little bit about, so you talk about it being like a community hub, and for people that see you on social media or on Twitter and Facebook and that sort of stuff, it's been a bit of a community project. So talk to us about how it came about.
Yeah, so I basically started doing like the personal training sessions alongside my my milk round. So I first started like a couple of years ago, and obviously it's just grown and grown and grown. And obviously doing a lockdown was a really tough time. Obviously the gyms are shut, and then I come up with the idea of renting a storage container turned into a gym, and it's just been a massive success, and it's put me in this position now to own my own gym basically. Alongside that then we wanted to go down a bit more of a community route to help people mentally, physically, because boxing is a sport not just for people to compete. Obviously I've been through tough times with the drugs and alcohol abuse and stuff like that, so I want to inspire more people, kids, teenagers off the streets, and for them to come, like you've seen tonight, just hitting a bag, letting the steam off and stuff. Some of them might not even fight and stuff, but just getting that kind of physical exercise in them, and creating that kind of community hub so people can come here wherever they want to come down, just for a chat and a coffee, or just be in the environment, you know. So yeah, so it's just finally off the floor now. I believe we're going to have a big year next year. We've got a lot of projects in the pipeline working with mixed ability, disability boxing, and we've got a couple of projects in the pipeline working with homeless charity, so they can come here, get their we're going to work with a local barber as well, so they can get their haircuts, beard shave, and just get a bit of physical exercise. And yeah, and the list goes on. The list is endless, to be honest, but yeah, looking forward to the future, and obviously Fletchley is going to gain from it, and you know.
It's amazing. The testament to tonight. I was here, obviously able to watch a session, and you've got quite a range, right? So without naming people, you've got 2 or 3 like really handy boxes, a couple of big units here as well, and then you've got the other end of the scale where the guys maybe, you know, no disrespect to them, are quite new to putting on the gloves and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you strike a community when you've got such like a contrast of people?
Yeah, well, I see it in a lot of boxing clubs. Boxing clubs can be quite cliquey. I just want to leave my door open so anybody can welcome them with open arms, then, you know. So it doesn't matter what your ability is or disability, there's a place for you in this community hub gym. So yeah, it doesn't matter what ability you have, we work with you, and obviously, you know, I mean, if you're dedicated enough, and obviously you'll progress and work your way up the ladder. Like, everyone's going to start somewhere, and this is the place to start. Selling myself now.
So, don't worry, we'll get all the details in the description so people can click and find out as well. But you've got boxing now. Boxing is your professional goal, as in, you know, to be a champion and to be a professional boxer, and you know, you're doing that obviously. And now you run a boxing gym as well. How do you manage like the balance between work and life and training and diet and getting up early, going to bed late? Like, how do you manage that?
I have this argument with the missus every night. No, it is really hard, to be honest. Like, obviously people see me, I'm up 5 AM in the morning every morning. My first class client is at 6 o'clock every morning. So like, I got a busy schedule with my client stuff. I fit in the training in the afternoons and evenings, get my runs in. But obviously this is my last kind of official night tonight. I finally taken like a week and a half off to obviously final preparations for the fight next Friday. But you just find a way, to be honest. It's mentally tough sometimes. I mean, I've got 3 beautiful children as well, Olivia, Zayn and Romeo. So it is literally just juggling everything about. I've got a supportive girlfriend as well. And yeah, it's just, I mean, if you haven't got that kind of support behind you, and I got a couple of sponsors help me out as well. So yeah, it is hard, but you know, you find a way, innit?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're passionate about something, you obviously find a way, and the passion is clear here. So talking about it then, you've mentioned the fight coming up. You've got a fight. We're filming this about a week and a half before fight night.
Yeah.
Baby Jake Robinson, MTK Global, Mo Pryor's show in Cardiff.
Yeah.
First things first then, the classic question, how's training going, how's camp, how you feeling, all that stuff?
Yeah, training's been excellent. I know a lot of fighters say like, oh, I've had the best camp ever, and I do generally feel that. I've been up Sheffield a lot sparring Kid Galahad, former IBF world champion, now he was world champion. Yeah, I've had some great rounds with him, and I've stood myself in good stead up there. Yeah, I've been sparring with my old mate Christian Tours as well. So he's been quite helpful with the sparring, obviously he's southpaw, and yeah, like I said to him earlier, we voice noted each other like we've kind of become good friends now after the fight. Obviously that's what boxing is about again, isn't it? So he's been helping me out sparring, and been sparring a few amateurs, and yeah, my sparring's been really well. Obviously I'm coming down to the weight now, got a few pounds to go now, and yeah, feeling good, feeling confident, and believe that this is my time. And obviously come up short last time, but I believe everything happens for a reason, and next Friday night is going to be my night.
The Kid Galahad, sorry, can't remember words out there. Kid Galahad sparring, just want to quickly jump on that there. Kid Galahad, he's just come off a shock defeat. I mean, a few people maybe had Martinez as still a live fighter, but really Kid Galahad is top quality.
Yeah.
When you get in a ring with somebody who is, at the time was an actual world champion, is a serious problem at world level, what do you pick up from him? Are you looking to learn? Are you looking to impress? Like how does that work when you turn up?
Yeah, first time we got there, like I was shitting myself, to be honest. I didn't know what to expect. Like I always get a kind of butterflies in my belly when I go to a new gym, like, because obviously different vibe, different people and all that. But one thing I noticed is how he kind of prepares himself just for his kind of training session. Like I was like, yeah, they asked us to be there like 11 o'clock. We were there like nice and early, 10:30, and he must have been like in his like regime for about 40 minutes, stretching, obviously doing everything correctly, and he had the proper tunnel vision. Like all the other boys in the gym probably having a laugh and a joke, and he was kind of switched on, focused, and like, to me, like obviously sometimes I just get the gloves on and get in the ring sparring, like, do you know what I mean? Quick skip and in the ring, like, but obviously I've taken that into my own training now to start being like a bit more self-care and preparing myself, because that's how you pick up injuries when you think about it, isn't it? You're quick enough to kind of rush all day and all that, and for training and stuff, but it's important to warm up, warm down, and obviously the sparring is obviously second to none, is excellent sparring, and obviously standing me in good stead for this fight, you know.
So you're sparring with Galahad, you've been sparring with Christian Tours in Swansea, sparring with, lots of different people, and no doubt you've been jumping in the ring during these sessions with the boys as well.
Kind of myself.
What are you working on? So your fight style is quite obvious in the sense that we've seen you, and we've seen you on S4C fighting Tours, we've seen you on Sky Sports with the fight camp stuff. Is it too easy to say you're a come forward fighter, or have you been working on something else, or is it, what have you been working on?
I don't want to give too much away, like, but obviously, I'm going to come and bring it. I'm going to give him 100%. I'm going to be in his face all night from round 1 to round 10. Do you know what I mean? But I'm a slow developer. I've been learning like on the spot, and I believe every fight I'm improving. My boxing skills are improving along the way as well. So I do believe you're going to see a bit more skill on fight night. Obviously, I can box. I can use my jab a bit, and I obviously going to come forward and be in his face and make it a rough night for him, because I know he likes to box and just tap away with a counter punch and all that. But I'm going to make it a nightmare night for him, to be honest.
What then, looking at what Robinson brings into the ring, what do you see as his biggest strength? You might not want to give away too much here, but like, what are you going to have to take away from him to make it your fight?
I just got to make him uncomfortable, really. Just get on his chest and make it an uncomfortable night. Obviously, don't want to give too much away with the game plans and stuff, but we've got a good game plan. We've been working on it in sparring, working on it daily in the gym, and I believe like I'm going to be too much for him. And like I said earlier, it's going to be my time, and I just want to get that belt now.
We talked before, we talked a number of times now, but we talked before, and I seem to remember your words to me were, you were quite honest in that I'm not going to be a world champion, and I hope that's no disrespect to you, but you said that being a Welsh champion would be like a world title to me. Yeah. I mean, put that into words. How's they going to feel on the night when you've got your fans there with you? You're in kind of a away territory up in Cardiff.
Yeah.
How's it going to feel when you get your arm raised and you're Welsh champion?
I'd be emotional wreck, to be honest, but yeah, it just mean absolute world to me. Like, I just want to take that belt home to my children and my family, and just I've always want to do people proud, and obviously I'm doing big things internationally now with the gym and stuff like that. I just feel it'd be a bit of a legacy for me, and obviously I'd be the happiest man in the world. I mean, it's like I said, no world beater. I haven't got visions of world championships and world titles and stuff. You just got to be realistic with yourself. I'm a busy man, I haven't got time to be world champion. But if I win that belt, obviously it'd mean the world to me, and yeah, just can't wait to put it all on the line next Friday night.
There we go. Yeah. You've got a range of sponsors, you've got fantastic support, you've got good coaching team, you've got good managers, you've got Richie and Jason in the corner, you've got all this sort of stuff. Anybody you want to sort of mention or I've not mentioned to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to say a shout out to my girlfriend firstly, for putting up with me for all the kind of it's hard work with the diet, and obviously got a busy schedule, and I appreciate everything she does for me, like, and obviously she got the baby at home, and like she lets me have a good kip in the night and stuff, but she knows I got to get up early and stuff, so I want to say a big shout out to her. I do tell her to her face, but I want to get some brownie points in. But yeah, just appreciate everything you do for me. I want to say a massive thank you to all my sponsors, and we're taking a good crowd up to Llanelli on next Friday. We've still got a handful of tickets available. We've got Ethan George, who is working here as well in the gym. He's on the show, he's a banger, and he's one to watch. I think Jamie Lee is on the card as well, another Llanelli boy, so it's nice to have 3 active pros in from Llanelli on the same show, so really looking forward to it. Obviously Ben Croker's on the show, Premier boy. I've done hundreds of rounds with Ben over the years, so I believe like I'm going to have a lot of fans there on the night, like Ben's fans, I'll have the Llanelli boys, and I know we'll take over Cardiff, and obviously hopefully the crowd will push me through a fight night and get me that belt.
Amazing. You've done a fantastic rundown of the card there. We've got very much a strong West contingency. You've got Jay Harris, Ben Crocker, well, Ethan George, yourself,
Jamie Lee as well.
I'm right in thinking that Mano Lee is back.
I think Mano Lee on there, so it's a mental West Wales show, like it's crazy. And like I said, I've always advised I'll be like eating my words, but I win this belt, and I can guarantee you I'll be defending it. And one of my dreams obviously is to fight and bring big time boxing to my hometown, whether it's Carmarthen or Llanelli. I'd love to defend the belt, so whoever is next in line, we can do it. I'll fight anybody in the featherweight division. So, you know what I mean, I want the Welsh title, but obviously I'll defend it straight away, so whoever wants the next can have it. It might be a rematch, who knows?
There you go. Angelo, you've been up for the last 14 hours and probably haven't sat down for much longer than this 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So appreciate your time.
You can come again, but
thank you very much for your time. All the best for the fight.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you soon.
Top man, Doey, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Cheers, bro.